At one point, I was doing jumping jacks in my living room because I thought my hands were going purple, and I was trying to get my blood flowing. And then,
How did you figure out it was meth?
well, because I didn't go to sleep for 3 days. I've taken Molly before. You maybe you don't go to sleep for 6 hours, or like you might sleep. You might go through till the next day. You don't go 3 days. I was like,
Yeah.
So we should
Like
add
this.
a drug kit to the CPR kit at
Yeah.
Alligator just
Yeah.
to really double down.
yeah, double down or try meth. It was pretty fun.
Literally, it's going to end up becoming a police station. We need Narcan, drug kits, everything. Defibrillator. All of it.
Working overtime, serve beer at a Bushwick dive, just trying to stay alive, but it's so damn hard. But I will not worry, though life ain't going as I planned. I heard it'd be hard, but it's so much harder. Well, I keep doing the best I can, best I can.
Welcome in and welcome under and welcome back to Under the Apron, the podcast where we do casting couch shit. You know, we're just. Have you ever been on a casting couch? Hey, welcome to the casting couch. That's such a bad joke, but we were making it before. Welcome back, guys. Today we're gonna do a round table discussion. We have 3 people who've all been on the podcast already, so it's all familiar faces, and we all work at the same bar, so that's fun too. So we got everybody can just introduce themselves real quick and remind everybody.
Hi, my name's Bree.
Hi, my name is Jessie.
Hi, my name is Eman.
Woo!
Casting couch.
Yeah, casting couch. Let's go. And you might think one way, but it's actually the other. They're all auditioning me. I'm the one on the couch. And I've never done this before, but I'm excited, but a little nervous.
Your dream is to be an actor and make it in the theater.
You said you could get me in the movies, right? So anyway, welcome back again. And for those at home listening, Mike couldn't be here today. He lives upstate, so sometimes he just can't make it. So we are going to do a bit of the same type of show, a bit different. If anybody has a story to tell, we're going to do that. We're going to do 2 truths and a lie with a drinking game component so we can get drunk on the couch. We got topic roulette where everybody brought a topic that we're going to discuss, and then we're going to get to the end of the show and see what happens. So let's fucking go. Let's do it. I'm going to tell you guys a story.
Yes, please.
That I thought about the other day. When at Alligator a couple years back, I had just gone through a divorce, and after the
You were
divorce,
married?
I was married.
Oh, wait,
Jesus.
you're part of the club? I'm a divorcee too.
Hey,
I had no
Shout
idea.
out to our divorcees out there.
Damn.
And I still don't feel like an adult, and I'm divorced. That's crazy.
The more you know.
The more you know. But yeah, so after the divorce, I kind of like went through. You know, it was a tough time for a while, and I quit drinking, and I just was kind of going through like personal growth shit, and I didn't talk to anybody romantically for like 6 months, like straight up, like nothing. Never slept with anybody. Never.
You mean like actively dating? You weren't actively dating.
No. I mean like more to the point, like the part of my brain that cared at all about sex or romance or any of that just shut off. I think it was a part of my growth process. So what's funny was like around 6 months, it started to feel the tingle a little bit. Like, okay, I think I might be ready for something. And there was a very cute girl who came into Alligator Lounge, and she was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "What's up?"
Dropped this was it the stair story.
No. So she gave me her number, and it was, it was more significant because this is the first person who I'm talking to since all this went down. I wasn't even that much into her, but it was like, oh, this is fun, like new person. So we're texting back and forth about like hanging out at some point and flirting a little bit via text. And then I'm working at Alligator Lounge on a really busy Saturday night, and I get a text from her, and she's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I was like, what? And, and I just happened to see my phone go off. I mean, like, we're like 3 deep in the bar. I'm like running around, like a madman. And I see it, and I'm like, I gotta know what the fuck she's talking about. So I check. And right around the same time that I was going through all that shit and like kind of doing self growth, I also learned how to like I was like 10 years behind on technology. So I learned how to like send my friends like snapshots and shit.
Oh no.
So I was sending people pictures of like the grossest shit I could imagine, but it was like my friends, So I sent a picture of 2 like 60-year-old men blowing each other, and I thought it was to my friends, and it was to this girl who I just got her number.
Oh
Dude, I started crying laughing behind the bar. There was like 50 people staring at like daggers into me because they need drink, and I like fell apart. Like I was like, you guys got
His reaction?
No, she wasn't there.
It's
But
only weird for her because she got wet, and that's why she was.
yeah.
I mean, was it just the blowing, and that's it?
It was just 2 old dudes blowing each other, but we didn't know each other well enough to send her that.
I mean,
picture.
I think if I was in that situation, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would think it'd be like,
funny.
okay, that's interesting. I wouldn't just go be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No, I get both sides of it. I also think, like, that, to be honest with you, I don't know how you guys feel about this dating-wise. I mean, you've been dating the same person since you were 7, so that's, I don't know. But
my
for the
God.
rest of us who didn't meet the love of our lives when in childhood, like, I actually think those types of things are the best way to figure it out. Like, be yourself to the
Yeah.
max.
Mhm.
Because you're either going to vibe or you're not.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't think that picture's funny, we're probably not going to fucking have fun anyway. It is a little weird that I sent it to you, like, the second text. Like, hey, nice to meet you. Picture of 2 old dudes blowing each other. But if it was vice versa, I'd be like, I think I'm going to marry this girl. It's fucking hilarious.
I mean, in that part of me, it feels like it's the same thing of like, and I think this is particularly a guy thing.
Yeah.
That when
Yeah.
guys send each other photos of the shits they take, they're like, yo, look at this shit that I just took. Like, I have to send this to my friends. If they don't see it, they'll miss out. Girls won't,
Yeah.
we're not going to be sending
Yeah.
each other things like that. It's not like that same thing like, oh my God, I was in my period so hard. Look how crazy my dad is. Like,
You guys
yeah.
don't do that? You've never done that?
Nah.
Never done that.
Nah.
Not yet.
Oh,
The day
okay.
is young.
Massacre.
I have
Yeah.
sisters. I still don't do that. Hell
Yeah.
no.
No.
That's mortifying.
Dude.
So, do you guys still talk? Just kidding.
Me and her?
Me
Well,
and that girl's Natasha.
yeah. Her name is Natasha. No, we actually ended up hanging out afterwards, and then guess what? Didn't work out
Yeah.
because we were very different people. She doesn't like old men blowing each other, but I am an ally.
Is it so much to ask?
What we're gonna do: 2 truths and a lie, and the rules are: if you can convince at least 2 people that of a lie, then those people who got it wrong
Well,
have
we
to.
have to convince a person?
Well, so basically, if I do 2 truths and a lie, if I get at least 2 of you to guess the wrong thing, then the people who got it wrong have to drink. If 2 people get the lie, figure out the lie, then the person who told it
No, I'm like,
has to lie.
Hold on.
Yeah, grab the tequila
Yeah, I'm
bottle.
gonna
Let's
grab
go.
the
We're
tequila
here for fucking party, girl. Let's go. No, we are not. And so, Eman, do you have your 2 truths and a lie?
do.
All right, let's get
Ready
it
to go.
going.
Okay. So I can wiggle my ears. I don't know if you guys can.
Also, sponsorship with Espelon.
There you go. That's right. Hello, Espelon.
I'm super famous on TikTok. And in the last 6 months, I got a kitten and 2 puppies.
That's very specific.
Yeah, those are all
I
very
want to
specific.
say the wiggling your ears is your lie.
Okay.
What do you think?
Because I feel like
So
that's
it's wiggle
impossible.
ears, the pets, and then what was the
Famous on TikTok.
Super famous.
You're famous. You're not famous on TikTok.
Yeah, she's not famous. on TikTok.
No, I feel
If you were, you would be more
rude.
fucking obnoxious.
Are you
How
famous on
rude.
TikTok?
I mean, with my 100 followers, I'm pretty famous, guys.
easily
All
go viral.
Well, it looks like Eman wants to drink because she knows that we follow her on TikTok, or at least I've seen her fucking TikTok. So-
I don't even have TikTok, and I know this.
Yeah.
I do though, but I had faith that you were.
That is the lie.
Take a chug of your White Claw. You want a shot?
I'll do a shot.
Do a shot. Oh yeah. Oh my God, you're going for it now. Huh? I thought you said you couldn't chug.
All right. Well, I warmed up.
But also, yeah. Okay.
Good job for getting
Cheers.
it.
No,
Cheers.
cheers. You, but that's just you.
Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers to yourself. All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
All right.
Okay. I'm ambidextrous. I don't know how to say that right, but I said it.
Yeah.
Ambidextrous.
I think-
Ambidextrous? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, you know what I mean. I could use my left and my right hands. Right, well, both. I'm hydrophobic.
What is that?
Afraid of water.
Okay.
And my mom had an affair with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay, these are good.
Very good.
I think it's pronounced dyslexic, by the way.
Ambidextrous.
Yeah. I'm epidephrous.
Okay. Which one
think
is a
Arnold-
lie?
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Okay. I'm going to go with water.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the water.
You're all wrong.
Ah!
Ambidextrous. So,
Hey,
story
good
time.
job.
I am hydrophobic. I am terrified of pools, the ocean,
Really?
rivers. Terrified.
I got
Drowning
thalassophobia.
experience.
Deep water fear.
Terrible at it. Can't swim either. So, true New Yorker.
Yeah.
My mom did have an affair with Arnold Schwarzenegger. My mom lived in Germany for a huge part of her life.
Is he your papa?
I imagine.
Yo, for real, though.
So this was, yeah, for real. So for real, this was during the time when he was a bodybuilder before he was an actor.
Yeah.
So this was during the time he was still living in Germany. And my mom was 18, 19 years old.
Oh, wow.
And she was,
You liked him young, huh?
well, he was also young.
Yeah.
Ish. He was like maybe 22, 23.
Cowboy, what do you think?
He's not that crazy older. And he used to mess around. They were sleeping together, and then she ended up dating some German pop star after that, and then met my dad after that. But yeah. And yeah, the other
What
stuff.
about the water?
I am hydrophobic, so I had a near drowning experience. So
That'll do
okay,
it.
and now I'm
Yeah.
hydrophobic.
Okay.
All right. Speaking of near drowning experiences,
You
cheers.
guys all gotta
Yeah,
take
we all
shots.
got to take a shot. Cheers.
You didn't even finish
I
that
know.
shot.
Not right now.
That's right. I'm good with 2 truths, 1 lie.
Yeah, you're a liar. Bree.
So, I have pissed my pants at work.
Uh-huh.
I have got.
Nobody thinks that's a lie, by the way.
Let me finish.
Okay, sorry.
I have been tipped a couple times $1,000,
Oh,
and I have had sex in a not cam,
handy cam.
bathroom at a dive bar.
Those are all very believable.
Why does all of those look like
Cowboy.
you, though?
That's
But one of them is a lie, though. So
Oh.
it's either the tipping, the large tip, the handicap sex.
pissing myself.
Oh, pissing yourself.
At work.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the handicap sex.
Okay.
I'm going to go with no. Honestly, it might be pissing yourself, to be honest. I believe
Yeah.
I would believe that you would get those couple
Yeah.
$1,000
Yeah.
tips.
I believe
But I might be fucking wrong.
I
Yeah.
believe that.
Okay. What's
Well, I would think that the only reason that it could be a lie about pissing yourself at work is because that's so believable.
Yeah, maybe
Um,
she really thought this through.
Yeah, she thought it through. But I'm gonna go $1,000.
So having sex in a handicap stall was the lie.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm
Yeah.
wrong.
You respect handicapped people.
Yeah, and no.
No. Here, have a little more.
Cheers, dears. I'm like kind of annoyed that you think that, not annoyed,
Right.
but how believable that I would pee myself at
It's
work.
not you.
And
I'm not saying that you look like somebody who pisses yourself.
like,
Can we hear that story?
Yeah.
I mean,
I want to hear the story.
Well, story is, I'm assuming.
Story time's not that crazy. I was like, you know, when you're super fucking busy and you're like drinking water because you're hot and like you don't
Yeah.
have time.
this is why there's
was-
depends.
I was going literally to the bathroom. Like I was getting off of my shift, and thank God I was in dark wash jeans, and I had a belt on, and I was trying to take the belt off. So when I was like pulling on the belt, it was hitting my bladder, and I just straight
You hit the spot.
gushing.
You
You hit that guest spot.
Peed my pants. I had my server apron on to cover, and like had to like. Sit. God bless that my car had leather seats at the time. But yeah, peed myself so hard at the end of my
So you
shift.
were
Like,
you were
Okay, at least it was the
marinating.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the end, but it was just enough to like where I'm still trying to close like one last table, and I am just soggy bottom boy.
Soggy bottom.
So there was a full spill though,
It was a full-
I've had like a little splash off,
Yeah, no, this
like
was- I
a
tried
couple
to-
dribbles, but also we have different what's it called?
Wait, we do? Are you
We,
sure?
we've got different parts. Different parts. I have a tightest
This
little
is new.
seal on it. I got a
I
tightest
thought there was
seal.
all females here.
Yeah.
I was
I
so
mean,
confused.
Well, whatever. Today, I identify as
Okay.
a human. Today and only today. Okay, so pee your pants. I was just thinking. I've never actually peed my pants at work, but I have dribbled.
At work.
Are we gonna get one from you?
I can if we want to. I was consolidating for time, and also because like this is a little bit of like, hey, continue to get to know people.
Okay, maybe story time then.
Okay, story time, but we already did story time.
Topic.
What topic time? All right. So does anybody have a topic that they want to start with?
I would love to start with forbidden stories of the Christopher Walken cooler. What's like the craziest thing? You guys don't call it the Christopher Walken, or is it just me?
Walking.
It's a walk-in cooler. That's
I couldn't even do that impression. I couldn't even.
I couldn't either. What's like the craziest thing you've ever done? It doesn't mean crazy. Like I feel like the beer cooler at work is our sanctuary.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
our place to like cry sometimes, maybe make out, do recreationals. How do we feel about it being like our therapy space? If it is for anyone else, I don't
think
know.
It's safe to say the cooler, the walk-in cooler, is the safe space for just anybody in the service industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just even bartenders, because I've done that several times as a server. It is literally the only place that I feel any solace because it's completely quiet. Besides the humming of the fan.
But you ever do anything nasty in there?
No, because it's uncomfortable.
Is it?
And it doesn't feel sanitary.
Yeah, it definitely does not feel sanitary.
It doesn't feel sanitary, and it's cold.
Do you hang out in the walk-in?
I've been in there when it's just really hot, and just like stand there.
Yeah.
For a good 5.
It's about like
10
getting
minutes.
your
Yeah.
moment.
But like, do you ever sit on a beer keg and just like let it?
Peed on it. We know what you do, Bree.
Are you
We
fondling
get
beer
what
kegs?
you're doing, Bree. All right, so who's ever peed themselves in the walk-in?
Hot. I'm done. Like when you just sit on it.
Rubbing, when you're saying rubbing,
No,
it's
sitting on a keg, like
Yeah,
just sitting on a beer
yeah.
keg and just like
Keg sit.
putting-
Like a keg stand.
keg sitting.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm usually very open to that. I've never done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, never
Maybe I
wants to
will
sit
next
down,
time I
actually,
date her.
always
So,
sit
oh,
down.
you got to sit down. First of all, I get where Bree's coming from. It is the fuck, and I mean it's the sanctuary. It's a place to run, especially at Alligator where the AC doesn't work. It's like it has that much higher quality. Lisa, if you ever learn how to listen to a podcast, no, I'm just kidding. I love you, Lisa. But the walk-in becomes that much more important when you're literally escaping the heat. But okay, I got a story for you.
Yes, please.
Let's go.
So one time there was a door guy at Alligator, and he was a door guy for like the first 6 years I was there. His name is James. Shout out James, love you. But he was he's a crazy person. And so one day he was like, "Yo, dude, I found this bag in the bathroom, but I don't know what it is. But you think it is?" And it's like a bag of drugs. I'm like, "Dude, I don't really want to." He's like, "Come with me." So we were in the walk-in, right? And he's like,
Do the drugs of the like suspicious.
Right. So no. So I listen. I'm not that dumb. I'm pretty dumb, and at the time I was dumber than I am now. So, but not that dumb. But I was like, yeah. Natasha pops out from the back. You didn't know me 5 years ago, Tosh. I was even dumber than I am now. Imagine that. But yeah. So basically, long story short, I taste a little bit of it just to see what it is, because like not enough that any drug could possibly like take real effect, and it tastes exactly like Molly. So I'm like, oh, it's Molly. What else could possibly taste like Molly, right? And then I go back up. I'm working for a little bit. I come back. I go back down. I'm like, yo, come with me. Give me. I want to try some more. I want to like, fuck it. I'll do some Molly tonight. I eat like a pinch. I was up for 3 days straight. It was meth. Turns out that Molly tastes like meth. I ate a half gram of meth, thinking that it was Molly in the walk-in closet. I did not sleep. I did not sleep for 3 days. For 3 days. At one point, I was doing jumping jacks in my living room because I thought my hands were going purple, and I was trying to get my blood flowing. And then,
How did you figure out it was meth?
well, because I didn't go to sleep for 3 days. I've taken Molly before. You maybe you don't go to sleep for 6 hours, or like you might sleep. You might go through till the next day. You don't go 3 days. I was like,
Yeah.
So we should
Like
add
this.
a drug kit to the CPR kit at
Yeah.
Alligator just
Yeah.
to really double down.
Yeah, double down or try meth. It was pretty fun.
Literally, it's going to end up becoming a police station. We need Narcan, drug kits, everything. Defibrillator, all of it. We're a police station.
Yeah, dude. But anybody else got walk-in stories?
Nothing crazy.
I wish
No?
I had a walk-in store because
Yeah.
I only used it to like calm my anxiety attacks, literally.
I
Yeah.
have just one.
Oh.
Let's go.
What's up? My name's Bree. Blow your mind. So this was at a bar in Nashville. I think like one of the podcasts that I worked, I told you that I had to wear like a corset and fishnets. Like that was my uniform for this basement bar. And one
Already
of
starting rough.
so
Already starting
one
rough.
of my bar backs, little Rexy, hope you're well, kitten. He was just getting ready to turn 21. And everyone at work was going to take him to the strip club. And I was working with him that night and got a bit drunk in the bar. And at the end of the shift, I was like, if you're going to go see like real titties, you better see good ones. And I flashed him in the beer cooler.
There you go. Yeah.
And he was an absolute like sweetheart, like the kind of kid who's like, I mean, still a virgin. Like, you shouldn't.
Also, consensually showing titties, always.
Yeah.
And I was just like, if you're gonna see like good ones, they better be like ones that tip you out well and they're nice and not
Yeah.
just like deja vu titties in Nashville. So I flashed my 21-year-old bar back in the beer cooler.
Yeah.
I mean, just
Yeah.
yeah.
Welcome back to the
Wow.
casting
All
couch.
titties matter. All
They
That's
do.
right.
matter.
All titties do matter. I was just not going to
Whoa.
let him pay to
Your
see
knees
bad
or to your
titties.
chin.
Black
All
titties matter.
He got the free titties and the tip out. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go. I mean, listen. If I was a 21-year-old barback and my bartender flashed me in the walk-in, I'd be like, that'd be a good night.
I can't imagine you at 21.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I was doing meth. Okay, let's keep it moving. Who's got a topic that they want to bring up? You got one, Eman?
Topic a little bit more just like curious, serious, I guess. But like I know in other industries, there's usually a huge disparity between like girls and guys
Yeah.
and how much they get paid.
Yeah.
Do you guys notice that in this? Like maybe girls get paid more even?
I do believe that women do get paid more in bars, for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. That's
Here's a reason. Funny enough, this happened. Oh wait, you were working with me.
But then when you had your
Wait. Okay.
What you're talking about.
So we were working. This was maybe 2 Fridays ago. We were working. I was wearing, and mostly I wear muscle shirts half the time because I like to be comfortable and be cozy. But that day it was hot as shit. I was like, I'm wearing a spaghetti strap shirt. Fucking girls were out to fucking play.
like when she came up to me,
They were out to play, mind you.
when she came up to me, I'm at 5'2". So on her, I'm like, I'm not
was
even
literally
right.
She was literally at eye length to my tits.
and I was like,
And
I
I'm
don't mean to
wearing the
look.
spaghetti strap, and
but-
the girls were out, and I was getting paid. Literally, I had 5 different customers that were literally bought a $5 beer, $10. Another $5, $6 beer, I got $15 on one. And then another $5, it was like fucking High Life, and then I got $10. And it was back to back to back to back. And even in the card tip outs, $15, $20.
Wow.
I do believe in that sense. Yes, I'm in a way. I knew exactly what I was doing. I'm not dumb. I'm a grown ass woman. I'm 30 plus. I know my tits can definitely make a difference in a male dominated customer area if they're out, because I'm making money. This is why strip clubs make crazy money. This is why all kinds of like titty bars make money like that. I do believe that women do get paid more, and we fucking deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the refill.
Thank you so much.
But this is why I'm saying, like, yes, absolutely, women get paid more. It's a male. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, he believes it. He's like, that's fucking right.
Yeah. My dog's an ally.
Yeah, I'm an ally for titties in the street.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Reality is we did like a bunch of research for an episode that we never put out. That turns out that of all the industries in an American economy, the service industry is at the top when it comes to females employed, females in like higher up roles like management and ownership. It's one of the highest industries out of any in terms of like the amount that women are a part of it, which is amazing. Some of it I do think is like you, instead of patting the service industry on the back and being like, good for you, you really made a difference. I think they know what they're doing. I think a lot of it is because they're trying to exploit women for the fact that you can make more money off of a female bartender. I don't want that to be lost, but it is still a cool thing that we work in an industry that actually does allow for that wall or that ceiling to be broken in a way that it hasn't been as much in other places.
I do think that it's important, and this is a conversation that we were having a discussion with one of our coworkers that
Yes.
Friday night about exploitation. I do believe that it's okay for women to talk to, if they choose to exploit themselves within their own terms, it's not with anyone else doing it for them.
Yeah.
If you know you have something that you can gain something from it, take it. Because they're going to exploit you either way, so you might as well fucking do
your own
something
boss
and be your own person.
Yeah.
Because they're going to exploit you where you're wearing pajamas or where you're wearing a skin-size shirt.
Right.
Like,
And that's why we're here on the casting couch, and we're starting an OnlyFans. Under the Apron OnlyFans, because we are our own bosses and we are some boss ass bitches. So come to our pictures. We have some tits over the bar. We've got some pictures of Bree when she pissed her pants.
There's a market for that.
There is a full market for that, and we're going to
Big
exploit it. Do you feel like that when you're behind the bar? Do you feel like you're being exploited, or do you have like a level of knowing, like, okay, I know if I wear this, I'm gonna make some money, or
Yeah. I definitely try, probably, because I work from home, like, full time. So when I go to the bar, I'm like, this is, like, my one time to, like, wear whatever I want.
You
And then I-
always look cute as shit though when I come in.
absolutely. Yeah. And I'm
Literally.
like,
Guys, thank you. But so I, like, know
listen,
we're on the casting couch for a reason.
yeah,
guys.
hello.
So I know that, and that's actually, like, the number one thing that my parents kind of, well, my mom, 'cause she's the only one that knows that I bartend, but has a problem with. She's like, why, like, do you, like, wear these clothes in order to get tips? Like, that's weird. That's not okay. Like, I don't like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
it's a fantasy.
Yeah. And we,
Well,
like you said, like, we know what we're doing, so
Yeah.
I don't
Also, don't have
an issue
AC.
You're doing it within
So,
your
yeah,
own.
we don't have
within your
AC.
own- yeah, it's hot. If you're doing
Yeah.
it within your own comfort and your
Exactly.
own consent. It's not like you're going to fucking Hooters, where in Hooters you're having to wear literally pants thongs practically.
Yeah.
And they're like, you
That's
need
fair.
to wear this. This is the attire.
You have to have your nails
If
done.
a boss
like-
is telling
Yeah.
me how I have to dress rather than
You would hate
me
that.
deliberately saying, I'm going to dress this because I actually want to feel cute today. I feel
Yeah.
sexy wearing this, so I'm going to wear it tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I mean, also, okay, so it's not. It's, by the way, it's not just a female thing, right? Like, I know if I'm on a day where I feel like I'm looking good,
daddy shorts?
Hoochie Daddy shorts, Hoochie Daddy season. It's Hoochie Daddy season. If
Oh, let's go from
no, but
wheezing to breathing.
if I know that I'm looking good, or if I wear certain things it will show itself in back in its tips. Not as much, I don't think, as my female counterparts, but like it's not exclusively a thing for women in that sense.
It's also helpful to be handsome. You are handsome.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm saying nonetheless.
I was just like, that's fucking right.
That's
right.
right. No, she's like, don't talk to my fucking man like that. No, but my point is that it is a weird thing though to be like, how much do I want to do the thing because I know I'm going to make a couple extra bucks? It's hard for my brain to compute that sometimes. Sometimes I feel kind of gross about it, and on days that I feel gross about it, I wear a baggy T-shirt and I make.
That's women every day.
Yeah, exactly. Right. No,
Honey, I never feel gross.
We feel
yeah. Good.
I mean,
Welcome to the casting couch.
We're
Unless somebody has another point on that.
I think I was gonna actually bring up a different topic.
Okay, please.
I was gonna bring up the topic of when it comes to regulars at a bar, because we have plenty of regulars. Plenty. When we get regulars that act like they are the end all of an establishment, that if they're not there, the business would go into ruin.
keep your lights on.
We keep this business afloat for you. Let's talk about that.
Yes,
because
let's talk about it.
It's something that I feel that is a huge, they need a reality check. Regardless, no matter how many years you've been at a bar, a business is still a business. You are a paycheck to the bar. Yes, we appreciate you always being there. But if a bar is there, we are there to serve you. But at the same time, we're there to make money.
Hell yeah. Tell them
Like,
twice.
hello.
We literally had an issue this last Friday with this guy that like had a High Life bottle and he was like standing outside with it after the patio was closed and was getting into like security guard's face.
Yeah.
And I could like see the altercation like starting to happen. So I walk out and I was like, "Sir, I understand like you're annoyed that you can't have your beer bottle out here, but you have to come in." He was like, "I've been coming here longer than you've even been bartending here. I know the owners." And he was
Good for
just
you.
like doing
wanna
like
start?
the chest poke.
All right, welcome back. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties. We had a dog who's horny and some other stuff.
That's just now weird because it was on Eman and
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
This dog has been humping our pillows for a while. So we've added 2 people to the podcast. We've added Natasha is now joining us for a little bit. Welcome, Tashi, and also Cowboy.
Cowboy.
Yay!
Hey.
So let's pick it up where we left it, talking about regulars who think they own the place.
Oh my God.
And I'll say I don't have anything specific to say in terms of like there's no story to tell. But what I will say is I've been a regular at places where like I'm as VIP as anybody else could be. I've been there for 10 years. I tip the bartenders well. We hang out. We know each other. Everything that you need to be a regular. I have never demanded one motherfucking thing. If I get a full bill, I get a full bill.
yeah.
If I get told to leave at 4 a.m., I get told to leave at 4 a.m. That it doesn't fucking matter how much of a relationship I have with those people. I'm never gonna be like, do you know who I am? Like that doesn't make sense. It makes no fucking sense to me. So the fact that there are so many people out there who are like, I met the owner once in 1972. Like, shut the fuck up.
And also like the ones that are
Not even before World War II ended.
and the ones that are super aggressive about like, you know, I come here all the time. You also like usually don't tip that well.
Yeah.
For
And
real.
You're like not even yeah, like
It's always the ones that don't even
tip well that have so much to say.
Yeah.
I'm like pipe down about your like why is High Life $4? You're welcome. It's New York.
Yeah.
Mind your business.
Okay, I'm just
Mind
letting you
your
know,
business.
we literally get customers at our bars that they pay like $12 and they tip us like $50 to $75. That is the real, and I'm saying this only because I can only think of one person that could do that, but you know them, but we're not going to say names. You know. No, it's fine. But basically, the point is being like, you could be at a place for a long time and it doesn't mean anything because at the end, it's still our jobs. We still got to make our livelihood.
And we appreciate you coming in. Just don't be a complete cuck about it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Iman, do you have anything?
My regulars, because I also only work one day, they're pretty chill. Like a few kind of like when I thought that we were homies and stuff, they'll ask for my number like few like months in. I'm like,
And I'm like,
"Interesting.
so
I thought
you
we
literally
just
were
friends,
here."
but
So
you clearly had, were
Yeah.
thinking something
Intention.
else.
I just know, Amon, when we
different,
work
different
shifts,
generation,
that you literally
generational
have
issues.
so many guys, and like, cause you're also the best energy. Like, I know when we work weekends, I'm like, I'm not even gonna smile at you. Like, you're just like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
Nah.
And you're Amon, like, hi, I love you so much. Not like you're saying I love you so much, but like, you're just such a bubbly like person, and you actually like are just so in tune with people,
Work
and then
a
you
couple
always
Fridays
get.
and Saturdays at Gator.
Yeah.
You'll change.
She did the Saturday with me.
Yeah, get jaded, you fucking stupid
Let's
bitch.
let's work. Let's let you work a couple Fridays and Saturdays
Yeah.
there. You'll change. That smile will
did. When I
fade.
worked
She
there,
did.
I
Just
kind of changed my
Yeah,
opinion. I was like,
yeah.
I don't know if I can do this because some people are just so crazy.
You can't.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like they'll
yeah.
just try to demand your attention when you're 3 deep, and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't have time for this,
Yeah.
Kyler. Like
I was
need
getting
to
a
just
lot
get-
of excuse me, misses
Yeah.
on this past Friday.
Stay
I was
here as
like,
long as you
someone
can.
calls me
Stay
and
in
says,
stay in
"Excuse me,
Happy
miss,
Land.
one
It's
fucking
good.
time, I'm a
It's
loser."
good.
No, you're a fan favorite.
I've had people snap at me, and I
Or
Tashi.
it's the
Tasha, you need a mic.
when like someone's like at the end of the bar snapping at me, I will now purposely look at them and hit every single
yeah.
person
Yeah.
but them, and I'm like, oh, did you need something? Like
Yeah.
30 minutes later, and they
Yeah.
get pissed off. I'm like, good.
Yeah, but that actually reminds me, and this happened last night, and it happens enough. Not even the snapping, but the guy or girl, mostly guy, who jumps up and gets through everybody and is like this.
Did you high
Guess
five
what,
back?
buddy?
Just high five
No,
and walk
oh,
away.
no high five back.
Yes.
Just I do the Tasha method. You're going to be the last person served, and hopefully you learn a lesson. But they don't, because even when you get up to them, they're like, and it's like, what what is that? It makes no fucking sense.
or sometimes they'll order. They will give you a card before ordering, or give you money before even ordering. So it almost puts you in this situation that now you're forced. But I'm just like, no. Like, hold on to your, like, I haven't even taken your order yet. Don't give me cash. Don't give me card. You're even giving me an order yet. They're doing that so that they can almost like secure themselves of getting their order taken. And I'm like, just fucking wait.
Yeah.
You're not even waiting 10 minutes. You're waiting like maybe max 5 minutes for a drink.
Yeah.
But
I kind of also started to be very brutally honest. Like, they'll do some cheesy pickup line. I literally said, I was like, maybe like work on that. It's gonna be a no from me.
I love
but
it.
I don't think that
Cowboy.
would work on anyone. So don't use that again.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like maybe switch up the haircut.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo,
It's
the
better for you. I'm trying to help.
yeah.
I think it's
the
the best shit
evolution
I've
though,
ever heard.
because I want to say too, we're talking about you said that Eman was has a very like
Sunny disposition.
sunny disposition.
Sunny.
All of you guys do, and
You guys.
if I could give myself credit, I think I generally do too. And I
absolutely.
think, but I'm talking specifically from behind the bar, and that's it, right? That you either have that or you don't have that.
Yeah.
And,
I'm more sunnier with my coworkers than I am with my customers.
yeah, I've actually noticed that, but
Like, because I got bitch face on sometimes, but that's only because they fucking get to my nerves.
yeah.
That I'm just like, my face just.
No, but if I see your mom behind the bar, it's just, hey, what's up? How are you? If it's Bree, same thing. Like you were saying, you were giving her props, but that's how I felt about you every time you're behind the bar.
single time.
You're fun, you're chill, you're nice, you're
You
attentive.
guys don't ever close with me.
Natasha's
By the end
same
of the night, I'm
way.
like, just
And Jessie, I mean, every time I've seen you, it's been like that. I think you guys all have that in spades, and I think you should be proud of that. In part because it's not easy to keep that going. And I maybe we're born with it, maybe it's Maybelline, I don't know, but I think that
I use CoverGirl.
it says a lot, and especially I was just thinking too with her, like, so funny the transition went from of like really sweet innocent bartender who was like happy,
Reality.
and then like there's that gray area where you're like, oh, and then you get jaded and you're like, why don't you change your fucking haircut, dude? Like it's gonna happen. You're gonna be a sassy New York bartender in no time.
That's just how it is. That's
That is.
fucking drop.
When do you guys think you're gonna get out?
When I
know if
marry
that's
a sugar daddy. No. I don't know. When I finish
And
school.
fair, like you have to like call like where I see myself in like 10 years. But like, when do you think you draw the line with either you're so jaded and cynical at this point where, like, yes, the money is good, but when do you think like you're gonna tap out? I mean,
That's a big one.
realistically, I mean,
When are we gonna tap out of this industry? It's like
First of all, I think I'm the oldest person in the room. I'm 38.
33.
Yeah, by a long shot actually. So and
She's like
I've
10.
like, yeah. I'm 19. I moved here from Illinois. What's this couch? I'm like I've gradually started my exit. I only work one night a week at this point, and if I ever need to go back and bring that on, I will. The thing about this shit, and I don't know if you guys would agree, is like, yeah, it can't last forever. My body can't. My hips hurt at the end of shifts now. Like so there's that part, and then there's the grind, with the mental side of things, and then also I don't want to be going to bed at fucking 5 a.m. All of them, all the things.
Rough.
But I mean, I personally chose this as a vehicle to pay my bills until the shit that I wanted to come, like what I want my life to be about, hold enough water to like pay my rent.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of I built the boat I'm on, and so like I'm gonna keep rowing that fucking boat until something happens. And if it never happens, if this podcast never takes off, if Espelon never sponsors this podcast, if Fort Local
Modelo.
never sponsors this
Hello.
podcast, if this fucking podcast doesn't turn into an OnlyFans, then I'm probably in it for the long haul.
I see an Applebee's in 10 years. in
Yeah,
Times
hi,
Square.
welcome to Applebee's.
Not. You better
I'm
not.
gonna be wearing a low cut shirt. I'll have like fake tits. I bet I learned so much. I'm making so
better
much money.
not.
No,
No,
I won't.
no.
I won't work at Applebee's. Their food sucks. How about you guys?
I mean, I'm definitely trying to exit out of it, only because it's just like the mental part of it. This bartending changes you. It really does.
Yeah.
It almost gets to a point that the fact that you become desensitized by really horrible things that happen in a bar, whether it's sexual assault, drugs, talking about violence, all those things that shouldn't be like a normal day to day for a person. And if I think it's important, like for me, I'm trying to get out of here. I'm actually in school to be a therapist. 'Cause I want to be. I already was doing a
You're already
therapy
living
work
the dream
already.
right now doing it.
I'm doing my outside field work
Yeah, you are.
already.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to. Well, technically, as I've told you before, it's sex therapy. Technically,
I know.
and
You
eventually
gave me a mic session.
therapist and then sex therapist.
Yeah.
But I'm getting into couples counseling basically, and this. I've been single
I'm
7
right here.
years.
Hi, my name's Laurent. Can you help me?
But it's mostly because it's just about like peace of mind. The money is great, but you could always get money anywhere, no matter what. Yes, money is more accessible in the bar world, but eventually I do want to hang the hat in that. Because it gets to a point that it shouldn't be there for your entire
No.
life.
Yeah, it was never supposed to be for anybody.
Yeah, and at least it also allows for the younger generation to go on and experience that it'll
God, they're
toughen
gonna
them
put us
up.
out to pasture. Is
Yeah,
that what
yeah,
you're saying?
yeah.
We're already out to pasture
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Welcome to pasture.
We're getting in that point that we're definitely getting to that.
Yeah, I
now.
think so.
Because I'm sorry, but when you're a bartender in like your late 40s, it gets to
Yeah,
a point that you're
it's
just
bad.
like bitter.
Side eyeing.
That's
You're
fair.
not. You're just bitter.
Like that.
You're not even
Yeah.
nice anymore. You're just bitter because you've seen and heard and felt everything.
I feel like going into the sorry. Go ahead.
No, please. I was.
No, I was saying like going into liquor rep. I feel like is such an easy transition, and
Yeah.
you can make so much money, like
Yeah.
because you already know the business, you know what the bars are looking for because you've served these drinks.
Have you guys noticed in the alligator fridge that there's like
oh,
a Dunkin'
the-
Donuts spiked iced tea?
Oh my god! Yes,
I saw that.
there is a Dunkin' Donuts like spiked.
And it's
like
just one.
Is it like
Not a
a
sponsor.
pumpkin or something?
Not a sponsor of Dunkin' Donuts. It is one single Dunkin' Donuts spiced ice.
Could you imagine being like, "Yo, I'm trying to get drunk on the donkeys"?
Let's get drunk on these donuts. bro.
Nobody gonna be drinking that unless you're gonna get
I'm like, I didn't know Dunkin' Donuts was like that.
yeah, but they're not.
Did anybody taste? Did you guys try it?
I didn't try
No.
it.
What?
I
You didn't try the Dunkin' Donuts?
I have
fucking-
self-respect,
I kinda wanted
Laurent.
to
I'm
leave
not
it there
doing
because
the
it was just
Oh,
drive by
dude.
with the
Single
donkeys.
one.
I was like,
I would. I'll boof that shit right now. Let's go. We got that. Anybody have some here? Hey, Natasha, how are you? You're so pretty. I love you. Tash, when do you think that you're gonna fade out from the bartending world?
I mean,
2 at once,
I
huh?
already did. I left for like a year and a half to paint murals,
Yeah.
and then I came back during the pandemic when they needed me.
Yes.
And now I haven't left again.
But you did take a lot of times off if you need to.
Yeah, I don't work this week in a bar.
There you go. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I just hope that I don't have to have it as my backup plan
Yeah.
eventually. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
either set work or just honestly, this next show is going to be so good. I just hope that
Yeah. We're moving
I
on.
have to do it. But I don't mind it. But then Monday made me mind it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That'll fuck you up big time.
bonkers. Absolutely bonkers.
Yeah. I really didn't think I was gonna. I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going back. And then I did it
Yeah.
this week, and it was fine.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna ask you that though. Like in general, I mean, we know each other pretty well at this point. Would you say? And I
pretty well.
pretty well. I feel like both of us go through similar things where it's like there are times where I'm like, I don't fucking ever want to go back to a bar
Yeah.
ever again. And then there are other times where I'm like, yeah, it's fun. I'm go hang out with the homies. It's the easy money. Have a couple drinks. Keep it moving.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, you know, you saying you don't want that as a backup plan. I feel similarly, but at the same time, I also, it's this bittersweet thing where it's like, isn't it nice though that we have this backup plan,
Oh, 1,000.
and that like at any point in need of flotation device, like you can just be like, I just jump.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you said you were.
If you were in another state and you decided to like you want to get into bartending, you hadn't bartended in like maybe a year or 2 years, you could absolutely go right back on that because you have years and years and years of experience of it. Like that kind of stuff is it is a safeguard. It is a little safety blanket knowing that if you decided like you take 2 years off, literally before I was working here, I didn't work in a bar for 3 or almost 4 years, and I was just like I needed to take a break because it was just it takes a toll on you.
yeah, you definitely need
And-
a break at some point.
And
Yeah.
that's when I went back, I was like, oh, I really love this. I forgot how fun it was. And then I was like, oh, I forgot this part too, which is also psycho people being violent, sexual harassment, all that stuff, all the great stuff of bartending. And this is when it's like, okay, maybe this isn't the long run thing. Like, I don't want to be doing this when I'm 60. Obviously, I hope I'm not doing this when I'm 60. I hope I'm in in Tulum, butt ass naked. This
You don't want to make it to 60?
No, the minute someone's
What?
gonna wipe my ass.
What?
No.
Nobody's wiping your ass at 60, you fucking crazy person. You're not,
No, I
you're
don't
not
know.
incontinent
60,
at 60.
Yeah.
60, I want to be doing fucking orgies at 60. I don't want
Okay,
to.
80s giving
Yeah.
Sophia
The 80s,
from.
cocaine.
80s. Yeah.
No, give me a soft 60.
Oh my god.
No.
How about from the newbie? How do you feel about all this?
So I am a little bit younger. So I still have.
much younger?
So I'm 27.
Hey. Welcome to the couch.
Okay, you're saying.
So I like you said, it's a safety blanket. Like there has been like layoffs in my company and shit, and I always get nervous. But then it's like less stressful because I have this backup option
Yeah.
to keep going, like pick up more days and like you said, work at other bars. We have the experience. So I think I'm just gonna do it for as long as I can because my long-term goal is to move back to Florida for the puppies.
Oh.
Yeah, they're my parents.
Do you want your puppies to be Trump supporters?
No, it's just like I grew up there.
Yeah, I get it.
So I want a house. I want a driveway.
Yeah, you want some
hot
jet
there.
skis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The backyard, these types of things. So
Yeah.
I just like haven't. I know I could probably have that.
Isn't
somewhere
a
else, but-
backyard like sand?
No, not really. But we have.
I think of Florida.
That's
Close
yeah,
by.
yeah, yeah.
I like the beach and just like less people. It's because the way I grew up, like people who grew up in the city, they never want to move out of it, and I get that too because I fucking love.
How long have you been in the city?
5 years.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's long enough.
Yeah,
That's
you're
long enough.
like
Yeah.
vetted. I feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be here for another like 5.
Yeah?
This is, yeah.
You're enjoying your time here.
I love my time here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Another 5, you'll be here 10 years.
I think so.
Yeah.
I've been,
And I wanna
I've been
go
born
back.
and raised here. I was literally born in Jamaica
Yeah.
Hospital.
Exactly.
Like straight up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But the other thing that's interesting about you is that like I always think the person who has the 9 to 5 and then just does the occasional bar shift or like the one a week.
Mm-hmm.
Such an interesting. It's a completely different world that like from.
Yeah, I get my social because I'm like I like to be out and about. Like my boyfriend's a homebody, like
Yeah.
computers, like all the time, all day. I don't like to be home. I like
Yeah.
to be out doing something. So like from working from home, I'm just like on my computer all day. So when I go to the bar, it's like how I talk to people, and it's just like you asked us our favorite thing. This is my favorite thing about bartending is that I met all of you guys. It's kind of like a built-in friend group.
Yeah.
It's in New York. Like it's very different. You kind of have like a lot of friend groups, I feel, or like
Yeah.
different groups. At home in Florida, I have one group, and I see them all the time, and I only hang out with them. So I love them. They're family, but just like I don't get like I hang out with you guys randomly, and it's so much fucking fun, and I
Yeah.
love that.
That's awesome though, and I think that's actually probably why you have such a sunny disposition about bartending because if
Yeah.
Florida.
I
if
just stay at
bartending can
home.
be and if it's here and it's not your main thing
Yeah.
and it's the way to get out and you're meeting people that way and
Exactly. So I
fuck
definitely
yeah
have a little bit more of a different view.
yeah
I probably like it more than my actual job. So
yeah.
there's that too.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask you because I've seen a couple of people who they come from basically where you're coming from, where it's like I've got a job and I want to bartend, to make some extra money, or maybe it's just because I want to get social. I work at home, whatever the case may be, and then eventually you see them being like, maybe I should just bartend, like
I think about that. I was like, this is more fun. I don't want to sit at home all day on my computer.
Yeah. It makes me realize that like even when I'm pissed off at my job, that we have a job that I would take this job over 9 to 5
Fuck
every
yes.
day,
Fuck
every
yes.
day of the motherfucking week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And honestly, guys, like this has been for like this all happened for a couple of different reasons. Some intentional, some not. But the fact that we got all women on the podcast, the fact that we got all women who work at the same bar on the podcast, is it. This is great, but also
Do you
like
have any other options though?
I did. I had so many other options. You don't even know.
Actually, no. Let me just tell you. So many people come up to me and say, "Hey, I would love to be on Laurent's podcast," and I'm like excited about them. I'm like, "Wow, that's so great!" I'll tell them, be like, "No," and then I'll tell them about, "Wow, this person has so many stories. They were like in the service area." Nah, I don't want them.
Yeah.
So it's not that he doesn't have options. He's
picky.
So fucking
Wow.
picky.
I am-
It's
I am
so
picky.
annoying.
Weird.
I am
It's
picky.
very.
Yeah, no,
we're
but
so
Just so
honored.
you know,
I feel very fortunate to have enough like.
I lied to so many people and said, "Yeah, they'll call you."
Well, now they all
Lied to so
know,
many
Natasha, because they
Oh,
obviously
shit.
listen
Can
to
you
the
cut that?
podcast. No, we're keeping it in.
No.
Let them know you can't come on my podcast, okay? I got all these badass bitches.
You don't even go here.
No, but I the fact that because and if you're listening and you used to work at Alligator, maybe I'm not talking about you, but the fact that at Alligator there's these people who are like I really genuinely enjoy being around you guys. I really like, and to Natasha's point, I don't give like I wouldn't bring you on just because you happen to work at my bar. Like I'm very specific about who I want to bring on. The reason why I wanted you guys all on the podcast to begin with, and to come and do this, and the reason why I think this episode went so fucking well, is because you guys are great. Everybody's fun and nice and smart, and it's awesome. I feel lucky to have this current crew.
He was
Yay.
kind.
Thanks
He
a
was
lot.
smart.
Yeah, yes,
He was
God.
Yay! Okay, so now that the Love Fest is done, I have a question for everybody here. Natasha, you've already answered it. I'm going to give a different answer this time. But
What was the question?
who would, if you had to have sex with one celebrity of your own gender, who would it be?
Of my damn, that's really making it hard.
Uh-uh.
Do you understand how many women I want to sleep with?
Yeah, well, you got a tough one because you like
Who
that.
played? She played Black Widow's sister.
You
Oh,
mean
yeah.
fucking,
Yeah.
She was in Midsommar. She was the main
yeah,
female.
yeah. She's the Russian girl in
Yes,
Black Widow.
but-
Yeah.
and she was also in something My Darling
I
with.
have to look this up because I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Exactly. Absolutely.
She could get it.
Strap the shit out
She-
of
I-
her.
Yeah, she's
I
hot.
would eat her like Last Supper.
Hey, last.
Very- I'm.
We are talking
Yeah,
about
like a picture.
Florence
I know who you're talking
Pugh.
You never seen Black
Cute.
Widow? It's
She
actually
is-
good.
No, I haven't.
It's
This
good.
girl.
I am as straight as it
Actress.
can be, but like her, just
She-
all her
I
characters.
remember looking her up after seeing Black Widow and being like, who?
She is phenom. Like
Yes.
I am
Yes.
obsessed with her.
Very beautiful.
Yeah,
Who would
Florence
God,
Pugh.
same sex? Who would? Okay, man.
Mm.
Honestly,
Florence
only
Pugh, by
because
the
I've
way,
seen her in
people at home.
so many sexy movies. Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, the other person in Black Widow.
Have you seen her
I
in
mean,
Match
the whole
Point?
cast of Black
Have you
Widow.
seen her in Match Point? Have you seen her in Christina Victoria? Yes, you need to see it
Yes,
because they were
babe.
fucking hot.
Yeah, she is
They
hot.
were fucking crazy.
She is
Like,
hot.
All of it.
Always had the crazy titties.
Crazy
She
titties.
got crazy titties.
Who would you sleep with?
Mila Kunis.
Mila Kunis.
So I had already
Or,
said it,
like,
but
Wait, guys, we're having two different conversations at the same time.
Sorry, yeah, just really quickly. Mila Kunis or Blake Lively.
Yeah,
very,
Blake Lively.
Very tough.
So hot.
So
So hot.
Mila Kunis.
That
70s show.
she's so cute.
She was in
She
Ted.
speaks Russian
So cute.
Ted.
fluently.
Yeah, I think
So
they're both kind of unique.
They're
Yeah.
beautiful.
I think that's an Eiffel
And the other
Tower
person was
situation.
too?
Blake Lively.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I just saw her in some surfer movie. Holy shit.
I think she's so fucking hot.
Yeah, I think she's so hot.
She's so hot.
She's blonde but unique.
Yeah.
Not like your basic blonde.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Hot.
yeah, she's hot.
Kate Upton.
You literally just
Kate
said
Upton.
Surprise,
Now that's
no
a
one said
basic
Kate
bitch,
Upton.
but she's
So
hot.
no one said Kate Upton.
Cameron Diaz in The Mask.
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz in The Mask specifically, not Cameron Diaz now. Sorry, Cameron Diaz. But
Well, you never know.
Yeah.
I said before,
Oh.
Yes.
but honestly, if it was between her or Shannon Sassimone in the 90s, Shannon Sassimone is so freaking hot. She's like, I don't even know. The
I
girl
don't
is
even
so
know.
banging. It's crazy.
I need to know Laurent's
Aura.
So
answer of
she had
same
this
sex.
stunning look about her that was just so unique. One, have you know that she named her kid Science? She named her son Science.
His name Bill Nye.
Better than Apple.
But how much of a hipster do you got to be to name your kid after a fucking school subject?
okay, so for me, the last one.
Same sex for you.
I'm gonna cut this out because I actually think we're gonna put this episode out beforehand. But I'll let you guys know. I said.
Wow.
Whoa.
He just Luther.
Top or bottom?
I'm not bottoming, dude. Luther's gonna get it. Luther's gonna get all the evidence. But for this one, it's a two-parter. Either Jason Momoa.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, he's about to get it.
You're bottoming, bitch.
No, I wrestled in high school. I'll take that motherfucker down. And this is a complete left field one, but Bobby Lee, just because I think he's the fun.
Fucking Lee. No.
I met Bobby Lee like 5 times
Yeah,
at Mabel's Smokehouse
really.
because he used to
I'm
come
sorry,
in
Laurent,
whenever
you're
he was
bottoming. You're bottoming.
recording for like the Sex and the City, whatever.
Yeah.
So I met Bobby Lee multiple times. He wears like these orange Ugg slides.
Yeah.
He tips fat as fuck. He eats like 2 brisket sandwiches and
Was he funny?
So particular.
He,
Yeah, just
he,
look him up.
I mean, yeah, he's just. I'm not
He-
asking him like, tell me a joke,
I
Bobby Lee,
I
but
think he's the funniest person on the fucking
I have
planet.
met him multiple times.
Yeah.
He's absolutely sweet as
Yeah.
sin, and he would give it to you.
No, he's gonna
got-
get it.
he's got
I am
some
a
fucking
top in
eyes.
all these
About the fact that he
situations.
said or Jason Momoa.
Yeah, I like men. If I'm gonna go for men, I'm taking a
You're
man.
bottoming for both.
I will
bottoming.
fuck
You're-
these motherfuckers up.
You're
Jason
no way
Momoa
you're
or
bottoming
Idris Elba.
Jason
Come
Momoa.
on this casting couch and let's figure it out.
But fucking Jason Momoa,
yeah, no,
that
no,
man
yeah.
is taller than you.
I know he's much taller than me.
Bigger than you.
Yeah. I know. All right, I'm bottoming.
You're bottoming.
Okay. Does anybody have a joke to?
You're not funny enough.
Hey,
My life is a joke.
hey, there we go. Oh, well, that's a great way to end the podcast. Well, guys, honestly, this has been a fucking pleasure. Thank you so much, everybody. Everybody's been wonderful.
Thank you.
Yay!
Rod, thank you for
Yay!
I love that all the girls are like, yay.
Yay!
I'm
We
gonna
had
eat your
fun.
pizza.
Jason, call me. All right, bye. Bye.
It's hoochie daddy season. Hoes go from breathing to wheezing. You know these shorts don't need to touch my knees, man. It's hoochie daddy season. This fit is what I need to feel the breeze. I like to pair it with a matching graphic tee, man. It's hoochie daddy season. Hoes go from breathing to wheezing. You know these shorts don't need to touch my knees, man. Hoochie daddy season. This fit is what I need to feel the breeze. I like to pair it with a matching graphic tee, man. Hoochie daddy. Hello, motherfucker, when I pull up to your function. Well, damn, I see a lot of ash. I must be Muslim or something. I'm looking for a brunch hunch. You got a good tush and you much in the clutch. But if I take you out to lunch, I'm not your man. We going Dutch, you feel me?
Thank you.